Hey guys, and welcome back to the Grimsby to Glory episode 8 now. We're cooking with gas as we are into the second bit of the transfer window today. So smash a like if you're excited for signs. This is recorded before the last episode has aired. So if you've got any suggestions and I haven't picked up on them, I apologise because I haven't seen the comments yet. And they will probably go towards next January because I have a couple of transfers in mind. A bit of an idea where I want to spend that money. And of course, Grimsby kit isn't on. I'm apologising right now, it's in the wash. That is both of them as well, as we are not going to sign anyone, I don't think, before Walsall. I don't know though, because I am going to try and simulate upside down. So we get a loan offer in for Ollie Battersby. It's an option to buy from Bolton. Not a bad club, but he's not going. Yeah, I'm looking at my transfer options here to make. I've got all these players scouted, but there's a couple on pre-contracts that I may go into later. Of course, they're not desperate. The desperate ones are the ones that cost money now. We've got three free signings in, so I'm going to see if we can wait a little bit, see if we get any offers in as well. We haven't had any big offers come in. And of course, completely forgot to show you the calendar. We have Walsall first, we're going to play, then we have the Scunthorpe Derby. If we lose that or don't get the win, I'll definitely make signings, a lot of them. As Cheltenham, I think I am not going to play, because I'm not going to play Oldham as well, and hopefully I can get onto that Wimbledon game, I think. I'm not sure at the moment. Actually, I might be playing Cheltenham and simulating Oldham, whichever is higher in the league. And yeah, I definitely need to play this Walsall game because look how it decides the league. We are 2 points off the top, I think, as we get a scout report on Karamoko Dembele. Really suggested that guy, but unfortunately he is 2.9 million. And I just don't have that money at all. I haven't showed you the budget yet. I think we have 900k. Once I have manoeuvred it around, I'll show you that before I show you the team sheet. And actually, it's less. It's going to be like 700 when we put the wage budget up. So yeah, not much money at all, as this is the new look team that I'm going to be going with. There's one change I actually need to make there, actually a centre-back. So yeah, we've got McEwen in goal. Hendry Holmes comes in for Anson, who's going to be rotated. Very tired he gets, with Pollock and Doig. Rose, Clifton and Hewitt in the middle. Going to swap them round actually, with Max Wright playing really well out of his skin at right wing. Lafferty up front. I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt over Jackson Jr. as Williams actually fits into the team on the left wing. Of course, Martin's gone. Cal Bennett has been recalled and shoved straight on the transfer list at Bristol Rovers. And Tilly's just not up to it. Maybe I put him on the transfer list, Tilly, or loan list, because I just don't have a place for him. And look at that for a start. Strength v strength. We've scored the most goals. These have conceded the least. Of course, we've conceded one of the most goals out of all the teams in the league as well. So this is going to be a great matchup. And let's have a look at the Walsall team that's kept all these goals out. Jack Rose in there, ex-Spurs. Norman, Sadler, Clark, Cockrell, Mollett, Kinsella, Willis, Holden. They have Nolan, Ozabide and Adebayo scored against Grimsby at the start of this season on the opening day. So I know he's a decent striker. I know he's a decent keeper in the goal. So yeah, I can see why they're actually doing okay in the league. Not up there, just around mid-table. So it's going to be a hard game. As if you didn't know already, we kind of do struggle a little bit against the lower place sides. As Max Wright's just handballed it and flattened his man. We're going to play on here for Moylet. Going forward into Kinsella, down the wing to Nolan. They could get a good move on here. Good ball across. Come on, Pollock, get it. Jeez, he took his time. And Kyle Lafferty goes back into Clifton here. We've got Williams making a run. I put this guy on the wing because I know he's got the most assists. He's small. Lafferty's tall. Lafferty can get his head on things. Oh, and it's just wide. He did get his head on it, but just past the post. Hang on, it's actually a corner as well, so he must have been cleared off a defender or something. I'm going to try and aim this towards him. It's going towards Doig though, our left back. Bounced in front of the keeper where he didn't collect it. We've got to pounce on that, boys. Half an hour in. The deadlock is still yet to be broken, but I'd say by far we've been the better side as Kyle Lafferty has a chance here. Kyle Lafferty can shoot on his left foot. Oh, it's a good block, but he still does have the ball, does the tall striker. Gives it into Doig, edge of the box to Clifton. Now Clifton messes up the passes. It's been a bit of a gritty one. I say this a lot, of course, it is EFL League 2, it's going to be like this, but still, I think we should have scored by now. And Elliot Hewitt at the end of the first half, running down the right back position, which he isn't in. He's in central midfield as Lafferty is up front, but he's found out wide here. Kyle Lafferty, can he try and do something before half-time? Get us a goal. It's going to deflect straight into Rose's hands. Everyone's called Rose in this league, aren't they? We've got a Rose, they've got a Rose, and at half-time, the Roses are level. It's 0-0. Like I said, think we should have scored by now, but still 0-0 isn't the worst result, of course. These are really good defensively, and they're proving it, just keeping us out. Thinking about it on paper, actually, they've got a really good defensive record. 24 conceded, and we've played about 30 games. That is spectacular. It's Kinsella now coming away with the ball. Tries to pass it on. Skriniar's gone to Bayern as well. Like that matters to us in League 2. As these are just actually a decent team. And Willis with the ball over the top. Pollock. Oh, Pollock, what are you doing to me? What are you doing? You've created a chance from there. Hendry comes across, makes the first tackle. McEwen with a save. And a great double save from James McEwen as Kyle Laff is going to come off now. He looks absolutely shattered. Bio. Oh, it was a great save on the wrist. And it's a corner ball now to Walsall. Can we get this out of the box, please? As it's going deep to Adebayo. And it's 1-0 Walsall. It's headed in. Double save cannot keep them out because they get the corner ball whipped in straight away to lead. Oh my days. Defending in the box. Who's marking him? It's Holmes. Holmes just lets him go last minute. I can tell by his stupid skins. When a centre-back's wearing skins, you know that they're not really up to it. They should be the brutes who don't get cold as... It's cold feet for us now. 1-0 down at home. We really shouldn't be losing as much as we do as well. As it's time for 2, is it? Oh, great save, McEwen. Oh, and it's Holmes again. Ozadibe is just allowed to header it in for 2 now. The camera's just cut off as well, as I can't believe we've just conceded that. Look at this. It's too easy. Great save from McEwen once again, but Holmes just doesn't jump. You're a centre-back, mate. Get challenging. And Hewitt now with the ball to Jackson Jr. We really need to get on the front foot now, Jackson. If you're going to score again, like you have been doing in the Cup, this is the chance, but he gives it to Hewitt. And Hewitt, come on, mate. And it's Adebayo, taps it on towards Odibe again. Great tackle from Doig at left back, but still, Holmes had to take 2 chances to block it. Centre-back. I know we've bought one for next season, but... centre-back now has to be our priority for the rest of the window, I think. Jackson Jr. just conceding too many goals as Williams found himself forward. Now Williams, it's a poor shot. And it looks more like a cross than a shot. It's gone to Hewitt. Now to Hendry. And oh, what a poor ball. McDonald as well. Gives it around the corner to Adebayo. That's going to be a penalty. Matty Pollock this time. The unconvincing at centre-back player. As it's going to be a yellow. Yes, good job it isn't a red. I don't think he's got a yellow from before. They're making a sub as well. They're taking the mick. As he said, Adebayo against McEwen. 3-0 Walsall. Shocking performance, this one. We haven't been at the races at all, and we are punished for it. This guy has scored and been the main player. Perfect finish from him. Tucked away superbly. McEwen sent the wrong way as well. Nothing more to say. I wanted to make signings after the Scunthorpe game, but I know we've only got a 4-day rest till then. I don't really know if it'll be a rest as well after that performance, but we need to try and switch players. We have more possession and 1 shot on target. That's terrible at home. And I think that performance just proved how much we need a centre-back to come in and steady the ship a bit, because it wasn't good. I mean, Matty Pollock, I do really want to have a good career and stay with us for a long time, but at the moment it's just not working for him. And the same, actually, with Holmes. We need more centre-backs. More and more and more. So Will Nightingale is the next on my list. He's mid-aged as well, so he's in the middle bracket. Yes, he's not that high-rated. He's not that low. He's still got time to grow as well. He's probably going to want an important role, but then again can rotate him in and out. And he's friends with Hartigan. So I'm going to offer a little bit low at 550k. Hopefully they accept that. They want Matty Pollock. I mean, he's coming in to kind of replace him, or I won't say replace, I'd say nurture him a little bit more. So they're not getting Matty Pollock. I'll offer 600, which is above the evaluation. They want a little sell-on clause. I will happily agree to that. And I don't know how long will stay with us, but I do want him in the squad, of course. And around the squad, Arnson's good one, I thought, when I bought him. But then again, I saw his age and his pace was slowing down. So he's going to be around the squad. This guy's hopefully going to be around the squad. Pollock as well. Everyone is. He's going to take a good wage as well. And a little signing on fee. So we might have enough for more players. But that is a great bit of business. Not over the budget. Not over $1 million. But still an improvement on our team. So I'm going to take him into the squad. Arnson, you have got an important role. But you're not really going to be important to me. Matty Pollock drops to the bench. I'm going to see how, in fact, Holmes does, in case I have to put him off the pitch and Pollock in with Nightingale. But I think Holmes is going to be the best cause of action to go with him. I mean, I've got Buckley, who's still injured. I've got Arnson now. I've got Idaho, who maybe needs a loan deal. And I've got Pollock, so plenty of defenders. And this is the lineup for the next game against Scunthorpe. This is the local derby, round 2. We won it comfortably the first time, but we're on bad form going into it. So McEwen's in goal. Hendry, Holmes, Nightingale straight in with Doig at left back. Rose, Hewitt and Harry Clifton in the middle, with Scannell coming in for Max Wright. He's done well as Max here, but Scannell's scoring into, and he got goals against them last time with Lafferty down the middle and Williams at left wing. I don't know why Glumford Park looks so good on this game, with Howard, Clark, Onyerice, Magai, Brown, Gilead, Vincent Taylor, Isa, Jarvis and Loft. I only realised Loft and Isa in that team. Yeah, I don't get why their stadium's so good compared to ours. Why? I mean, yeah, they've been in the top league, but they're down in the bottom now and they're in 16th, struggling in this league. Let's make them struggle more, shall we? It's not really a derby in my eyes, this game. It's a game to try and get back into the top couple because we have dropped to 5th at the moment. As Williams, could he get an early goal here? Oh, good tackle. And it's Ryan Loft starting off the game. Oh my days, Isa scored. I did not expect him to score from there. He squeezed it past James McEwen and we find ourselves behind at the rivals. Oh my days. What's happened here? Look, we have the ball in the middle. It's Ryan Loft with slick feet and I don't know how he stayed onside. The defensive change hasn't made a difference. We find ourselves behind straight away again. As it's just a collapse in concentration and we're 1-0 down in a big game. You can see how open this league is now. Derby days. Forgot to say it today. Maybe that's the reason we're not doing well. They can happen at any time and disturb whatever form you're on. I mean, it's the same form. It's the same losing form that we're still on as Holmes loses the ball and he's left Rose to chase it. We can't be losing the local derby. We can't. We want to get up as well. We don't want to be in this league no more as that's a bad tackle from Holmes. It's him who's the problem, I think. I should have took him off last time. I put faith in him with his rating as he's already picked up a booking. May have to come at half time with the performance he's putting up as it's going to be Vincent and someone else to hold over it. Are they going to shoot? Vincent's been left to it. It's into Moiser. And it's over. I don't think it's actually Moiser. He plays for, I think, Bristol City. It's the other brother who's a really good one, or Portsmouth. He plays for one of them. As here is Williams as well. George Williams. The ball into Lafferty. Got space on this wing for Elliot Hewitt to run inside. What a save, Howard. Need to try and get the momentum back on our side somehow as that's a great tackle from Holmes. Now it's to Hewitt. Get forward, Kyle Lafferty. I want you scoring again, mate. You haven't scored since your debut in a simulated match. You just ain't fast enough. And so far it looks like an absolute calamity of game as Hendry's messing up now. Come on, let's just get a foot on the ball and try and play it. We're away from home against the rivals, behind when we're chasing a league. We can't be in this position in the first place, but that's a good ball out to Scannell. Lafferty make the run again. It's going to fall to Scannell as Hewitt in the middle to Harry Clifton. Another great save. And I don't get it. I just really don't. I don't how they've just switched it around. These are low down in the table. But they're putting it in on Derby Day. Credit to them. I don't like to say that to this team. I don't like this team. But I don't like how we're playing at the moment as well. So, Pollock, you're definitely coming on for Holmes, who's had another shocker. Too many shockers. Hartigan, you may have to leave off because I'm going to put you on for Clifton, who's booked. Akpan and Wright as well. I'm thinking about those two, but Scannell's actually performing a little bit. I think if he gets a chance, he's going to do something good, so we'll leave it at that. And it's Nightingale with a pass through to Elliot Hewitt. Can we start off the second half on the good side? It's George Williams on the right. He's never usually on the right. A couple of skills there. Gives it in the middle to Elliot Hewitt. We've got a run on here from Danny Rose. Danny Rose! This keeper is absolutely insane. As I want Lafferty underneath this. He's going to try and go towards it. Keeper gets there first like he has all game. It's going to drop to George Williams though. Loves a goal and loves a miss. And Kevin Van Veen's come on. The player I dislike the most as Hewitt. We need to try and get a goal now. I don't want him scoring against us. As Lafferty's turned well and Kyle Lafferty pokes it home. It's one apiece in the Scunthorpe Grimsby derby as he's going to get the ball and he finally scores another goal. It's been a while since he scored. As I didn't even know he had tattoos on the back of the neck. I've just seen that when he picked the ball up. As it's a great turn, a great toe peg on the left foot. And finally, hopefully this sparks his Grimsby career up a little more as he just pokes it straight past Howard, who's done fantastic all game. And Scunthorpe have just come alive a little bit after the goal that we scored as Loft looks for a ball that way. We've took him out, but it's gone to Moiser. Van Veen's in the middle. Oh, and he's hit the post. And McEwen makes another save. I am so glad that Kevin Van Veen's shot didn't go in. Hendry gets booked for his tackle. Been a lot of yellow cards, especially our way in this game. We've been a bit dirty to try and get back into the game. As it's a ball in the box, Kevin Van Veen underneath it is missed. And the hosts dominating in the last couple of minutes according to the stats. As Hendry's got handball there. We're glad they didn't get blown. It was on a yellow, of course, and still is as Taylor charges forward. Goes in for a little tackle. It's good passing. Olamola now goes backwards to Brown. Another dig in the back of the Scunthorpe players as Taylor now in the middle. Under 10 minutes. On to Vincent and it's 2-1. We're behind again against the rivals. Scunthorpe turn it round after their goal, and it's terrible, it's terrible, it's terrible. At least Kevin Van Veen didn't have anything to do with it, as it is put in from a finesse. I mean, it's good play all round from Scunthorpe into the middle. Finesse straight away from Nightingale, the new signing who doesn't do anything to stop it. And we might be losing this one. We really don't want to, though. We really want to be getting a win here as Taylor is running forward with it. It's Pollock who can't get a tackle in. It is Vincent again. No, that's Van Veen. Don't let Van Veen. Terrible. Terrible. This is the lowest I've been from a performance in a long time in this save, as it's Kevin Van Veen who blasts it past James McEwen and the man on the line. This is going to upset a lot of Grimsby fans, including myself. It's a really, really poor performance, and we might drop out of the playoffs with this one. It is horrible, 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 and a bad day in Grimsby history. We can't be playing like this usually, boys, as we've got 3 minutes left. Scannell with a ball on now. Scannell, could we get one back? Oh, we can't even get one back, and the referee's going to blow the whistle, isn't he? With Taylor running forward. He is. It's a win for the rivals in the derby. Oh, we're going to say as well, if they beat us in this game, this may be the last derby we have with Scunthorpe if we get promoted, but I honestly don't have faith we'll get promoted with that performance. Absolutely terrible. I don't know if I'm going to get another game in after that. So we're still in the playoffs somehow by 3 points. Okay, we must have done better than I thought at the start of the season. As James Tilley I've put on the loan list, he's agreeing with me. Good job. As I actually think I'll take it up to deadline day and not do another game, because that last game was dreadful. And if I play like I have the first two, in fact, we've played two, haven't we? I am going to be really bad. I just play Bradford next. Great team. We've got to put a great team out. And I've changed it around a lot for this Bradford game, because after that last one, it frankly needs it. With McEwen in goal again, Hendry, Pollock and Arnson coming in for his like one every 100th game, because of course of his age and his tiredness. With Doig there at left back. Rose, Hartigan and Spokes changing midfield round, because the midfield was terrible last game, with Wright, Jackson Jr and Williams. Yes, Lafferty scored. He got man of the match for us, but he gets tired a lot as well as Arnson, so he is going to be on the bench, as we really do need to pick up points away. I think it's Pride Park. Can we leave with some pride, please? It's going to be a quick sim. They've got 5 at the back. They've got a good team, but it should be beatable for us. So please keep us in the playoffs. And we do win it. Finally, a win on the road. Jackson Jr. with Evans replying. Clark getting a yellow. And Doig with the winner, the left back. One big coup I think we could get through the door if we really try and improve his form and maybe get into the league above. Would be Ryan Tunnicliffe. He plays in the Championship. I think he has a rotational role there, so maybe we need to offer him a crucial. Well, we do really need to offer him a crucial. Could play that CDM role if Rose starts to decrease, because he is getting old. And yeah, I can get him on a free for next year. It would be huge, this one. He's been at Millwall, he's been at Manchester United, I think, and of course at Luton, as he accepts an important one, not even a crucial. That is great stuff. As a 2-year contract as well. He is aging himself, 28, but that's still not that old. So take the appearances away. Keep the signing on and keep that wage quite high as it is. We have a signing. It's not quite what they had in mind, but I don't care because he's coming to the club next year. Ryan Tunnicliffe, big. Oh, and I did say transfer time a bit too excitedly, I think, because we've run out of money. Only 100k left, and I mean, we only bought a wage then. So I think with the rest of it, because if we don't spend it, I don't think it really goes into next season. We'll get another budget anyway next year. Maybe sell some players on. I'm going to put it into 2 scouts. So yes, 2 1-star scouts, I think. Let's go get a good one here. No, 2 1-star scouts. And we'll send these out to like Scotland, England, and see how they can do and hopefully get some better youth players. However, 1 scout, I can't even afford. That's how much we're struggling for money. So I can't afford the Italian. We'll simulate till the transfer deadline date as well. See if we can get any more signings in or possibly out. That's the biggest deal, I think, for us. We're not going to play any more games as well this episode. I know we've only played 2. There's a derby. It's transfer window. We'll let it slide, as it is a big offer from Al Ali here for Elliot Hewitt. Not going to let him go there. If it's going to be a big move for him, it's probably going to be to the league above. And as you can see, no offers coming in for anyone else before we go into this thing. We've got a monthly scouting report, which is quite nice. As Holmes wants to play this next game, I don't think so. I'm going to go with the same team. Yes, a lot of players are dropped for this. high rated that is, but still, we won the last game, we might as well go into the next game with the same team, with McEwen in goal, Hendry, Pollock, Arnson and Doig at the back, with Hartigan, Rose and Spokes through the middle, Wright who's now 63 rated, Jackson Jr. 61, 1 week off 62, and Williams 66, yes, he's fully changed to a left wing now, and I should have done it early, because it's took his rating up by 2 overall points, which I think is great for him. Football ain't played on paper, because on paper this has got win written all over it, but they have got 5 at the back. Cheltenham are solid in real life, so it's going to be a 1-1 draw and a late couple of goals there. Reed, who we almost signed, Ruben Reed, punishing us for not signing him, with Jackson Jr. on the 88th minute, getting us that leveller. That's a very lucky game. And of course, we love to leave our deadline days till the next episode, so I'm going to do just that, as I want to see where we are in the league. In fact, we are 3rd. Okay, so that point hasn't actually done us much harm. Port Vale have a game in hand, but Salford City are now the leaders. We haven't been the leader of the league, even though we've always been pushing near the top. We haven't been at the top, as we've lost 12 games as well. We've lost 12 games. I mean, Leyton Orient 20th have lost less games than us. It's draws that have really done us a favour, not getting many. Only 4 draws all year round and 16 wins. Mansfield have got the same, but 2 more draws than losses. So we aren't doing bad with the bunch. I think we could just improve with wins, and of course that Scunthorpe game didn't do us any good. As unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this episode right here. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss an episode in the future of this series, because I think at the moment in time, with the work that I am doing off screen as well, I think I'm just going to stick to 1 series for the foreseeable future. Yes, that will move on to 2 at some point. Don't you guys get worried, but it would do me a huge favour just focusing on 1. So thank you guys for understanding, thank you guys for enjoying, watching, and I will see you all in the next one if you decide to watch that one as well. Peace.